So a few days ago, actually almost a week ago, I did a live stream music event on my band's YouTube channel. Now here's the thing. I had never done this before, first of all. And I think I mentioned this in my previous vlog post that it was something on a whim. It was actually built off of just quickly pivoting to wanting to be part of this event. So quick backstory, the Ubuntu Summit that was happening this year was in London. And a couple of years ago, my band had actually played at the summit. They flew us out to go play in Prague. Now, this time it was in London, and I'm like, I'd like to go to London, of course, right? So I thought, why not give it a shot? Reached out, and they were just like, oh, that's not how we're doing it this year. Turns out that they were doing it online. It was an online summit. They were doing it from their headquarters in London, but it was going to be online. So I was like, how about we do a live stream event for it? We do a music event, kind of like a performance event, and I'll find other bands to live stream performances after the summit each day, because it's a 2-day event. And they're like, I love that idea. So I was like, great. Thing is, I just thought that up on the off the top of my head and didn't really think it through. So when I went back and told them, hey, I found some artists and we're all good to go, they had been talking amongst themselves after I spoke with them about the idea, and they're like, here's what we were wondering. Could you play music all day long that we could have in the background at the summit location and then have the performances after that? And I said, yes, I can. Now, the reason I said that is because I could, right? I just didn't think how I was going to do this. So here is what I wanted to talk about today. So I agreed to doing an all day, basically this was going to turn out to be a 10-hour stream for 2 days in a row. And I was going to play Creative Commons music. That way I could actually play music on our YouTube stream. And it would be Creative Commons, so it would be okay to play, nothing copywritten. And that's what I was going to do. Then I was going to switch it over to the live performances that I got. Problem is I needed to find 8 hours of Creative Commons music. While I have some, I don't necessarily, that's not all I have. So luckily, this is where an idea popped into my head. I have a friend who lives in Mississippi, and he runs a Creative Commons radio stream that he does each Friday called the Double O Show, and his name is Ryno the Bearded. He has, I know, for many years, curated a huge library of Creative Commons music, and his stream is always running. He will just replay shows that he's done. So I could just connect to that stream. He can play some music from his library, and I'll take the feed from his stream. That's the concept. He agreed to it. He was cool with it. So now what I needed to do is this. I needed to take his stream, which was on an Icecast host, which is like a radio host for internet streaming. And I needed to look and see what it was and then pull it into OBS so I could then stream it on our YouTube channel. So up here, down here, up here is basically the concept. I was able to just take his stream directly and put it into a media player in OBS. And then that stream played. Brilliant, beautiful, problem solved, right? Great. So next what I needed to do is I needed something in the background. So I put an image in there that was themed just like the Summit event, the Ubuntu Summit event. So now I could connect that radio Icecast stream of Ryno's to my OBS, and then with the image and the audio, project that into my band's YouTube page. Worked great. That was fine. Thing is I was playing Creative Commons music. I wanted to show attribution to the artist. That's one of the concepts of Creative Commons, is making sure that you attribute who's playing whose music it is. So I looked at the Icecast stream, and Ryno did display on the Icecast stream, when you went to look at the page, the person playing the song and the song that was playing. I was like, great, I can try and get that information. So how was I going to do that? After some researching, I found a plugin for OBS that was called Tuna. And Tuna said it can do this, right? So I downloaded that plugin, put it in OBS, hooked it up, and it was gonna take the information from that stream when I loaded it, and it was gonna display it as text on the screen. And I was like, great, this is fantastic. Look no further. Problem is it didn't work. For some reason, the only information it gave me was the name of the stream. It just said 00 show. That's all it said. It just gave me the stream information. For some reason, even though on Icecast, it was showing who the artist and the song was, that was not coming back to the stream itself, or Tuna was not able to get that information to display it. So now what? That's when I was like, I'm gonna do some more searching. I'm sure there's gotta be, somebody had to have wanted this to happen. Internet radio streaming has been around a really long time. So there's gotta be just some old archival ways to do this, right? And that's when I found a script that could do this. So this script that I found could actually ping the server itself, ping the Icecast radio server, and get that information. Instead of trying to pull it from the stream, it was going directly to the server and going, what information are you showing? And then this script, what it would do is it would write it to a text file that was on my laptop. That text file would get updated whenever the text on the server changed. So when the song changed, the text would change, and then it would replace the text on the text file with the new information that just said song name by artist. And that was great. So now what I needed to do was open up OBS and then create a text file. Now in the text file, where normally you would write in what text you want or what information you want, there's a button you would switch to that goes text from file. So what I would do is I searched for the text file that was being written by the script from the Icecast server. God, this gets confusing as I explain it. And then when it would just basically read that text file. And when the text changed, it would display that on the screen. So it was just reading the text file, and now it was projecting whatever was in that text file on the screen. And that was how I was able to project the song title and the artist name onto the stream while I was running an 8-hour stream that was coordinated by Ryno the Bearded. And I had never done this at all. I had not done a thing where I switched it to, I had never actually run an audio stream, and let alone just different Creative Commons artists working with another stream server. So it was fun. Anyway, I just wanted to share that info and how I did it, because that was a big part of my week last week. And it, you know, that's part of this vlog, is talking about the things I do and the things I work on. So there you go. That's how I did it. So long.